the reason for this get-together, everybody sitting here, have you ever made plans in 2 hours and executed it? This plan was 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, we executed the plan, right? Anything is possible. So I try to do a lot of things impossible in my life, and the gathering was, excellent yesterday and also today. My purpose to get this gathering not only for the music, but only to change the mindset for our community. So we have this ideal gentleman, Sajid Tarar here. So he's a founder of Muslims for Trump and Muslims for Republicans. So after my conversation with him, I found him a real Pakistani American who has the real loyalty for the country we're living in. Maybe I don't even have that much loyalty what he has. So we have to work on our loyalty package as a Pakistani American. Our loyalty package, all of us sitting here has a lot of deficit in our loyalty package. So we have to uplift that loyalty package to the country where our generation will grow. They are not going to Pakistan. Are they going to Pakistan? Whose children are going to Pakistan? They are in Pakistan. They haven't even come here. So if our children are not going back to Pakistan, we are so dumb and idiots, I'll call myself an idiot too, that we are so much engaged, 95 to 99% engaged in Pakistani politics. And our kids look at ourselves, and trust me, they laugh at us. Inside, they do laugh. We don't know, but they do. Second, we need to put that mindset away what we grew up in Pakistan with this Desi stereotype mindset. We just have to just put it away and then create a mindset what real Islam is. The Islamic mindset is non-judgmental, right? That is what Islam says, do not judge others by their actions, by their whatever they're doing. They may have a reason for it. You don't know the reason, you just judge them by action and they just do it and you say, oh my God, this guy and this woman, this kid is this. So our kids are running away from our community because of our judgmental approach, right? So when I have my teenagers growing up, I've seen the judgmental approach around us. So I'm sure that everybody is a victim of that judgmental approach. So our kids are now the victims of that judgmental approach. The people who have the judgmental approach, they need to be cornered, or they need to be at least silenced, or they need to be at least counseled to make sure we don't have that mindset in this community. So once we eliminate that mindset, we are an American with our generation in this country. So we have to change ourselves to the level that our kids expect us to be, right? Our kids want to see us as American. Our kids do not want to see us Pakistani American, right? So we want to show our kids different, perspective, and they have a different perspective. So we want to make sure Sajid Tarar we have, so he has the right ideology, how to change the mindset of the community. So we are Muslims, we have a mindset as a Republican Party. So what is the difference between the Republican Party and Democratic Party is, the Republican Party are conservative, they don't support LGBT, they don't support women abortion rights. So I have seen some hijabi women go and lobby on abortion rights. So if you read about abortion rights, it may not be the same story, but I will never get a chance here because I want to see all the liberals sitting here and talking to me and listening to me. So the mindset of Democrats are totally un-Islamic in my personal opinion, right? The real mindset of Republican is they don't believe in abortion rights, they don't believe in pro-LGBT education, what we're having in our school. So we have to make sure we choose the right direction in politics with our mindset and give our children a platform to follow through. So we all sitting here, I request, please work on your children and help us we are starting a campaign here, Election 101 by Capo, Ohio. So have them join a Election 101 campaign, and Sajid Tarar, he has some good ideas. How can we follow through the same process what we have in our mind? Please, Sajid bhai. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for all of you working there especially. I'm so humble, I'm so thankful कि आपने कल भी इतना टाइम दिया और आज भी दिया. It's so kind of you. My designation, I'm a political worker all of my life. I have gone to school twice, law school twice. I came as a law student and got my business and law education from here. लेकिन आज जो फंडामेंटल चीज बताना चाह रहा था, जिसको मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ इलेक्शन 101, उसकी चीज मेरा अभी इस वक्त व्हाट इज माय ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑल ओवर, सबसे ज्यादा ये है कि हमारा इस वक्त एक भी पाकिस्तानी डिसेंट का कांग्रेसमैन नहीं है पूरे यूएस में. इसमें नो ऑफेंस टू माय इंडियन फ्रेंड्स एंड पीपल फ्रॉम अदर साइड, दे हैव 5 of them. It's called the Samosa Congress in Congress, but we don't have a single congressman. And that is my number one priority, to energize the second generation Americans. और दूसरी मैं सबसे बड़ी बात बताना चाहूँगा कि यहाँ पे हमें एक तो पाकिस्तान से या दूसरे ममालिक से जब आते हैं तो हमारी पॉलिटिकल एजुकेशन वो नहीं होती जो होनी चाहिए. फंडामेंटल ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी दिस इज अ पब्लिक सर्विस, इट्स नॉट अ बिजनेस, इट्स नॉट अ जॉब. इसमें आप अगर फोर फादर्स देखें अमेरिका के तो सारे दे हैड देयर प्रोफेशंस, they had their other sources of income. They were not relying on democracy or their designations to raise families. So this is a fundamental difference, and I always tell most of my Republican friends, like Donald Trump, they made money and then they came to politics. They didn't come to politics to make money. So why I'm a Trump student, that's another debate. But why I'm Republican, I wanted to tell you why I'm Republican. First of all of us, we came here. Majority of us, we are Pakistanis. We are neighboring with China and we are very close to Russia. But why we picked up America to come here? Because two reasons, fundamental reasons. We were looking for a competitive marketplace to come here and work hard and make the living, and a respectable living. So that is an American dream. And that American dream coming to the competitive marketplace is a Republican philosophy. Otherwise, we would have walked to China, we would have gone to Russia if the entitlements were our objective. So our objective was to come and compete, and that is a Republican philosophy. Second thing was this, that we were looking for a conservative place to raise our families. And believe me, I had opportunity to go to study law in England, but I refused because to me the Europe was more liberal. So I thought, coming to America, I have founded the heaven on the planet, and frankly speaking, it is a heaven on the planet. Regardless how you see it, regardless how our liberal academia is putting in our young minds that this is what America has done for you, America is a racist place, American flag is racist, American anthem is racist. But believe me, they haven't seen Venezuela, they haven't seen Mexico, they haven't even been gone to Canada yet, frankly speaking. Most of our oil come from, crude oil come from Canada, but it's cheaper here than there. So that America, God bless America, and this is the way you have to tell your kids how to love America. That is my second objective. How to tell the second generation Americans what America has offered to them. America is the wonderful place to be, frankly speaking. I have never left home without an American flag pin since last maybe 25 years with pride every morning. And you have to tell them your kids at the same time. You have to, because I always believe in, if you don't like America, nobody's holding you here. You have to go back where you came from. But we don't have any back. So when we are here, we have to determine, we have to make sure our presence is felt. Our issues are discussed. We have relationship with our delegates, we have relationship with our senators, we have relationship with our congressmen. Make sure, I wanted to give you one first-hand information. I had a very good friend of mine who was a Pakistani ambassador here, who is becoming our new foreign minister. He told me about 15 years ago, he told me, you know why the US is not giving us F-16 15 years ago? I asked him why. He said most of our Indian expats, they are writing letters to their congressmen. How many of us were writing letters and emails to our congressmen now? So that is the reason we have, because we come from a system where our political education doesn't exist. our political system is completely different than the modern democracy or modern political structures. So here my idea was this, especially I have seen a few things I have seen yesterday. This is my second trip to Columbus. First time I came here when I was a student, I went to meet my friends at Ohio State. This is my second trip, and I have seen two things here. I have seen a lot of young Pakistani Americans, second generation. They are energetic. They are good students. You have to invest on them. You have to channelize them. And this is what I told Big Saab to start the process. Give them a name, Election 101. Now, what is Election 101? Tell them how to become a community organizer. Instead of, I won't tell you to become Democrat or Republican, but you have to become a community organizer first. Identify community issues where they're living. Either there's a traffic light issue, either the crime is the issue, either any issue. So, and then make the Facebook pages on that, Twitter accounts on them, and ask people to come to the libraries to discuss, because you are not running as a Pakistani, you are running as an American. You have to get the votes from the community at large, not just from Pakistanis. So invite people in the libraries. This is free of cost, you don't have to pay anything. Invite them at the fire departments, and make sure you tell your kids to volunteer in the fire departments and volunteer at the libraries. This is the way of integration with the society, and that's a highly recommend. And then later on, like I told you, and last thing, the last page I wanted to tell you regarding the Republican philosophy ideology. Here, when you go to the Democrat Party, I know most of my friends here, they're Democrats, and I don't have any problem with them. I have many friends that are Democrats. But when you go to the Democrat Party, who is there on the minority table is, first of all, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Indian Americans, then you are maybe further down. On the other side, when the Republican Party, this is, I wanted to name some personalities. Who was Bobby Jindal, who was a governor of Louisiana? He was a Republican. Who is Nikki Haley? She's a Republican. She was a governor. She was a presidential candidate. Who is right now the Vivek Ramaswamy? He's Republican. So the thing is when you come here to the Republican side, you get the better positioning in the party so quick. So it's up to you. Plus, first of all, is believing in ideology. And believing in ideology, either you believe in a socialist agenda, you believe in LGBT, you believe in that America is not a good place to be, you have issues with America or something, it's up to you. But if you love America and you wanted to serve America, you have to start from somewhere. And that is the way, and frankly speaking, this is a very fundamental thing I have seen in the Republican Party. Everywhere I go, they are crazy patriotic. They love America. I even say the same thing. I love this country more than my life. If I would have come here early when I was young, I would have probably joined the army or something. But I am crazy about this country, and I know all of you guys, if you think this is the best place to be. And but again, lastly, I wanted to say that please, whenever you come to Washington D.C. and be my guest for lunch or dinner, I got so much love from this place. I won't be able to repay back. I won't be able to. I'm very humble and very thankful to all of you guys who give me this much time, this much respect. I'm in debt with you guys, and thank you once again. God bless you all. God bless America. Thanks.